So as I'm playing this G chord right here, this 4-finger G, what goes in hand with this G chord all the time is the next chord we want to learn, which is called the C chord. They're like siblings. So in order to play the C chord, all I'd have to do from this G chord is take these 2 fingers and move them down a string. And now strum the bottom 5 strings, and I've got a C chord. Now, in theory, the name of this chord is called C add 9. But in reality, it fits over any time that you would need a traditional C chord. If your song asked for C, you could play this and it would sound great. You think about modern songs like, well, modern, relatively speaking, but just about anything you hear from bands like, artists like Taylor Swift are going to use this sort of thing. But you think of, like, the one that always comes to my mind is, like Skid Row or, different kinds of songs like that. This is a really, really common chord that we use. So if it's more comfortable for you in the beginning stages to move from G to C by simply playing this as a 4-finger, move these 2 down, why not do that? Start doing that and see what you think of it. All right, then the next chord we have is the D chord, and we're going to learn the legitimate way of playing D, which looks like this. It's like a triangle. So the first finger is going on the 3rd string 2nd fret. The middle finger is going on the 1st string 2nd fret. And then the ring finger is going on the 2nd string 3rd fret out here. And we can strum the bottom 4 on this chord. Now what I like to do is when I move from G to C and I want to go to D, I just leave my 3rd finger down and pivot on that 3rd finger to get to my D. So this finger never comes off. So again, lots of artists use this kind of C, this C add 9, okay? And again, as guitar players, we tend to just call it a C, but that is what it is. So this is a great group of 3 chords for you to learn how to play, to be able to play lots of different songs. These 3 chords are used together all the time. Very, very, very popular in guitar playing. So G, C, and D. And if you can learn to keep that finger down and just kind of pivot on it, you can practice what I call bouncing, which there's other videos you can learn or find on social media about that. But just picking it up, and moving it. Practice moving back and forth, G and C and G and C and D, just practicing over and over and over, getting comfortable. Now, if you'd like to learn the more traditional way, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that either. So then what we'd have is you could either be playing the 3-finger G or the 4-finger, whatever you like. Either way, it's called a G chord. There's no difference in title. This is a G and this is a G. Okay? And again, once you learn theory, you'll learn why. But they really are. This is just a G and this is just a G, whatever you like. But C, on the other hand, would look like this. This is the traditional way of playing C. So your first finger would be on the 2nd string 1st fret. Your middle finger would be on the 4th string 2nd fret. And your ring finger is going to be on the 5th string 3rd fret. We don't want to strum the top string. We'll strum the bottom 5. And that would be your traditional C. And then, of course, you'd have your D just like before. So now we've got D, C, G, or 4-finger G. Okay? So if you're just starting to learn how to play, you're looking for some chords that would enable you to play hundreds, if not thousands of songs, these 3 chords are the ones that I always start students on. I might start them on something like an A chord or something just because it's a little bit easier to press on and they can kind of get the idea. But once they've got that, I send them right into this chord family of G, C, and D so we can start learning how to play a lot of different songs, okay? You just have to decide, and don't get into your brain that one way is right and one way is wrong, or you learn how to play this way because it's easier. Those things, easier might be true, but neither one of them is more or less popular than the other one. Okay, if it was, 1920, I don't know that we were using this very much, but nowadays we use this C all the time. It's just a very common thing for us. But, if you're like, no, I really want to play the other way, that's okay. Now you know how to do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you're enjoying this video and you'd like to support the channel so we can continue to bring you more free content, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications and let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you'd like more in-depth training and courses, go to guitarzoom.com and get started for free today.